No sense of sound. No smell of air. Breathless. I drifted among faceless shapes, without a clear distinction of form. Blinded. Until someone or something made me soar. Higher and higher still I went. That is all I can remember.
I don't believe you. Now sit down. I'm sorry, but you can't leave until you tell me. Where are you from? And what is it that you seek in the colonies?
I was raised in the West. I'm visiting the colonies in search of my roots.
Do you or do you not swear allegiance to the Lord Protector as a servant of his Protectorate?
Yes, I am a servant of the Protectorate. Aren't you?
The Protectorate does not own us. The colonies may be inside her sphere of influence, but its people are not. You, on the other hand, were wearing their uniform. The bright blue fabric, the golden stitching. It tells me that you are part of the crew on one of their ships, probably a merchant vessel. The embroidery even says that you are the captain of that ship. Impressive. But what happened to your ship, Captain?
I can't remember?
I've heard that excuse before.
Why are you keeping me here? Locked up like some sort of animal?
I'll let you go when I decide I've heard enough. Now, is this journal yours?
Where did you get that? Who gave that to you?
It says Devan Rensburg. Is that you?
All right, I'm Devan Rensburg. And yes, that is mine.
I already know it's yours. I'll give it back to you. Once you've enlightened me on its... Now read it for me. And remember, I expect the truth. Again, where are you from? And what is it that you seek in the colonies?
Fine, I'll give you the long version. It's not like I have any choice. I come from the West, born here in the colonies, but raised in the capital of the Protectorate homeland. A city sick of the citizens and their customs. I decided to leave that place and never go back. I had heard about someone in the harbour recruiting men for a merchant ship sailing to the east. It was a standard trading mission along the Indigo route. I had never worked on a ship before, but enlisting in the merchant navy was the only way for me to acquire passage across the sea. So that's what I did. The recruiter, Aaron Ludlow was his name, took me in a rowing boat out of the harbour. And there she was, his lordship's vessel.
By God, Ludlow, have you read this?
No, sir, I haven't.
Your people seem to be causing a lot of unrest in the colonies lately.
My people, sir?
Well, you know.
I don't know, sir.
The indigo farmers. They claim the trade does not benefit them enough. They accuse the the local regent has yet to respond, but I fear he will cave into the pressure.
Is that why we have the politician on board?
Yes. Senator Morton is the regent's brother-in-law, and he's going to help him with the complex politics of this affair. He's also accompanying the regent's daughter safely back to the colonies. Remember to treat both of them with respect.
Sir.
Is there anything else you brought from shore?
Well, apart from the new recruit, a letter, sir, addressed to Senator Morton.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to me.
But, sir, it's not your...
My ship, my rules, Ludlow. You know this. Besides, I don't think Mr. Morton has anything to hide from me.
May I remind you he is a Protectorate official, sir.
And so am I. You there. What do you think, boy? Should I open the letter or not?
Why not? It's your ship. Your rules, sir.
Exactly. Ludlow, you should take an example from Mr.
Devan Rensburg, sir. Pleased to meet you, Captain.
Captain Cornelius Hendricks. Nice to have you aboard the Herald. I assume you understand that there are rules here. Officer Ludlow will give you the lowdown on them during your tour.
Sir, I have other...
But first, Ludlow, I'd like you to find Senator Morton and send him here. I need to talk to him about this letter of his. Be quick about it. I'll send Rensburg off to you.
Yes. Be sure to see me on deck.
So then, Rensburg, I take it you must be returning.
I'm a Protectorate citizen. My home is in the capital. But it's time that I see my country of birth, and hopefully find out who the people were. I know my father is a Protectorian, and my mother is originally from the colonies. It won't be easy to find them. That's why I'm writing everything that might help me with my search down in my journal.
Yes. Yes, I see. Well, you should look at my globe then, Rens. As you see, the colonies are very big. You should write it in your journal. Well, off you go to your tour of the ship. Have a nice evening.
There was a globe in the room. The ornate rooster on top stretched his wings out over the world, as if protecting it.
Oh, well, I would assume he's reading your letter right now, Mr. Morton.
I sincerely hope you're joking.
No, on the contrary, sir. At sea, the captain makes his own. As far as I can tell, our captain is king on the Herald, sir. The crew, his loyal...
Officer, there are several reasons why the people got rid of the king back in the day. This is precisely the sort of thing that led us... I'm going to have a word with Captain Hendricks now. Please...
That, Devan, was Senator Lewis. Did you see the look on his face when I told him the captain opened his...
Was it really necessary to tell him that?
He would have found out sooner or later anyway. People have a hard time adjusting to life outside the capital. On the open sea, the rules tend to change, but custom. Mr. Morton is a prime example of that, and you will probably experience the same. The trick, though, is to accept change. It's something that people like Morton will never understand. But you might.
If there's anything I want, then it's change. To finally be able to do things differently for a while. I'm done with the old rules.
There's a reason I picked you from the lot. I rarely choose anybody who is unfit for a life at sea. Now for your tour. Welcome aboard His Lordship's vessel, Herald. A Cromwellian-class Protectorate clipper launched in 18... As one of the fastest sailing ships in the mercantile fleet, she can reach a top speed of 18 knots. During her short life, she has already set multiple records sailing to the colonies and back, along the famous Indigo route.
What records did she break?
Several speed records, of which the most important one was the race against the DeWitt-class clipper HLV Crowing. The Herald beat her by 3 days on a return voyage from the colony. She set a record time of 78 days, 5 hours and 16 minutes. Now let's move on to the deckhouse.
The bilge pump on the...
The Cromwellian-class ship type is named after one of the These ships are merchant clippers, built with trade in mind. Making money is their soul. The Herald is an indigo clipper, which means she mainly takes shipments of indigo powder to the Protectorate homeland. With this powder, we make the paint that coats the hulls of our ships, and the dye that gives the fabric of our clothes its bright blue. You've lived in the capital, Devan. Never noticed the rooftops of its buildings or the clothes of its people? Everything has been colored blue there. The color blue touches on much that the Protectorate holds dear. And indigo is made from a plant that produces the only known blue dye that withstands heavy wear. Until anybody finds a cheaper substitute, the indigo trade remains an invaluable part of our economy.
I never really thought about blue dye in that way. Sounds like a huge undertaking.
It is, but that's not without reason. After all, the Protectorate is built upon free market principles that foster progress through supply and demand. Its people get paid an equal share for the work they do, and with this money they are free to do with as... I am not fond of life on shore, but even I can see that the system works. For most people at least. Now, onto the bow of the ship. We are standing on the weather deck right now, where you will work every day ensuring the safe passage to the colonies. You will be tasked with tying the knots, reefing the sails, and swabbing the decks. There will be no talking to first-class passengers, no idling around the ship at night, no begging, no fighting, no stealing, and most of all, don't get caught trespassing. Now that sounds like a lot for you to worry about, right?
I'll manage.
That's what I thought. Don't worry, it'll get tedious soon enough. Keep in mind that the dining saloon in the deckhouse is only for first-class passengers and officers during this trip. This was a special request by Senator Morton, so please steer clear from the saloon if you want to keep out of trouble. Anyone without a blue coat should just use the service stairs through this door here. Now, is there anything in particular you would like to...
What happens if I break any of these rules?
A minor mistake usually only gets you a warning. But you are in quite some trouble if your mistake can be deemed a criminal offense. Then punishment usually consists of flogging. The number of lashes depends on the severity of the committed crime. Now just go through this door, past the officers' cabins, and you'll find the service stairs on your right-hand side. Down those stairs you'll find the crew's quarters and your bed. That concludes the tour, Devan. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have to stay out here. I'm on watch tonight. The boatswain will wake you up tomorrow morning to prepare you for the... Good night.
But I don't want to. And take this thing back. But Ian, it's a gift. I don't need it. I don't need any of this. I didn't get.
I know you are out there. Please,